Hello, friends. We are live.
Hey, we are live. We are here with Daniel Jacob Horine, art and creator and owner of PopFlyPopShop.com. Say hello, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
And over here we have, and this is not theoretical or hopeful anymore, this is future Hall of Famer Tony Oliva, 8-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champ, Rookie of the Year, 3-time batting champ. How are you today, Tony O?
I'm doing wonderful. And
Wonderful.
yes, I'm doing wonderful. Now, I have the opportunity to see a little bit the stuff you guys doing, and looking beautiful. You helping me to looking good over there.
Oh,
You make it.
let's show.
Thank you.
I have nothing to do with it. That's this guy. Let's show the world what Tony is talking about. This is the Popfly print of the week. If you're not familiar with what Popfly is, about once a week there is a print, and it is a comic book style cover, and it is retired on Sunday forever. So if you would like to get this, it is only available until this Sunday. Just go to popflypopshop.com. There is an autograph option, an inscription option, since Tony is going to the Hall of Fame. Is this like a time machine for you, Tony, seeing this?
I'm sorry, I don't got the. You can repeat that again, please?
Oh, what's it? What is your reaction in seeing this young, scrappy 20-year-old here?
Oh man, I can't believe it. I can't believe I used to look that good. No, it's beautiful. You guys did a beautiful job. They look like me. Because a lot of times, the people doing some stuff but not look like exactly like the person. For that one, my wife was very happy about. My daughter was very happy about. My friend was very happy about. Yeah, I feel very happy about. It's very nice. Plus, you guys put a lot of stuff there that mean a lot to me.
Thank you.
That is true. My son has a lot of the old starting lineups, and I can't tell. He goes, "Who is this, Dad?" And I can't tell. I have to look at the name on the back. Oh, it's him. This is clearly a beautiful rendition. Daniel, I love to hear. You kind of shared with me. Tony had more involvement than some of the past projects you've done. Talk about the process of creating this.
Yeah, I've been lucky to collaborate with a lot of players in doing this, and there certainly is different levels of involvement, and the more players involved, I think the better the piece is, and the more it's reflective of the player. So Tony had lots of insight on this one, and so I was really happy with how involved you were, Tony. That it made for just a funner process and a better project.
Thank you.
Now, Tony, you were born in 1938. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes the players fibbed a little bit on their birthdays back then.
Well, you never know. The people can sometimes. I believe a long time ago. Yes, the people probably they fake and the birthday because. Not only the players sometimes they talk to the players, hey, if you're a little bit younger, it's better for you or better for us to sign or however. But, in my situation, it's perfect. 7, 20, 38, 83, almost 84 years old now. And Cooperstown, when I go to Cooperstown, it's unbelievable. Good celebration.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're about the same age as Batman. Batman came out in 1939. Growing up, did you have any connection with any comic books at all as a kid?
No. You see, it's funny. I'm from Cuba. I'm from we hear about Batman, but I don't have any connection.
Okay. Well, you're on a comic book style piece of art now. You mentioned your heritage of being from Cuba, and that's prevalent on the cover. How important and great was it playing with Zorro, having that connection?
It's very good, very good. Especially come from Cuba too, it'll be a chance to play with Zorro, Versailles, Camilo Pascual, P. Ramos, Julio Beque, Sandro Valdespino, Jose Cardenal, Leo Cardenas, Luis Tian. I hope that he'll be in the Hall of Fame pretty soon, because he's a great pitcher. People that don't know. In my book, he was for number 2 or 3 in the first 3 in the American League back in the 60s and the 70s. I think I don't know why it took him so long to be in the Hall of Fame, but some people take it longer than others. It took me 45 years. I'm so blessed, I was able to make it. That it's unbelievable. But another good friend of mine, I think he was like the Jackie Robinson for the Spanish players, Miñoso. I think he was a great Cuban ball player, great ambassador for baseball. But we talk most of the time about for the black players. But I think when you're a player that caliber, you're good for everybody because the black players, they open the door for the black players, but not only white players. They look at the way you play and they learn from you. I think the minimum to be in the Hall of Fame now, it's great. It would be nice if he can be inducted in the Hall of Fame with me right now. His wife will be there.
Yes. Daniel, maybe can you show the cover again, and can you share some of the Cuba influence on the cover?
Sure. So I wanted it to feel like Cuba. So those red flags there. There's 8 red flags with stars on them. That's kind of symbolic of how the Cuban flag looks, and the two blue bars there. Also, kind of together make if you don't recognize it as Cuba, you might feel that it's Cuba. So those eight flags there for each of Tony's All-Star appearances. Got a palm tree that was Tony's idea, with the palm tree up there, reminiscent of kind of where he grew up.
Beautiful. Now, Tony, you had what is probably the greatest rookie season ever, and even the last couple of years, we've had a lot of rookies come up, and they fall flat. They realize how hard it is to go from AAA to MLB, and fans get their expectations up. How in the world did you just explode your rookie year? You won the batting title. You got 19 out of 20 votes. You got 4th in the MVP voting. How did you just explode in the way that you did?
Well, it's hard to it's hard to explain it. I think you have to have confidence in yourself. One thing that I did is that I know that doesn't matter who pitches, I go hit the ball. I was able to hit the ball all over the field. That's one thing. My only little weakness that I used to have was my fielding. And I'm feeling very, very proud that 2 years later, I win the Golden Glove in the American League. That was a big improvement. In 1964, I think I have a dream year. This is the year that, one time in your lifetime, I was able to put it, 3 or 4 more years similar that year. But I think that my first year in 64, my year was, I know I finished 4th in the bottom, but really, I don't know why I not finished 1st, because I lead the American League in about 9 or 10 different categories and everything. And those days, the only thing they're looking for the team who win the penny or something like that. But hey, I'm not thinking nobody in American League have a better year than me in that year. I'm not planning this way. This is the way they happen. I play hurt a lot, but I keep playing every day. I keep produce, and I still this is like 57 years later. I still I in top of the list in the rookie thing. It's something that's unbelievable. It's hard to explain it why you will have 1 year like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't just 1 year of excellence, because you got the batting title your 2nd year. That was no rookie fluke.
Yeah. The funny part was, in my 1964, I broke this finger. You keep a player like that. And I put it, the doctor those days, they invent a don or something. You put it here. You keep a player like that. When they found out in 65, the spring training that finger was brought, this was giving me so much trouble. I was too late to do anything about. Yeah, I played the whole year like that. Yeah, winning another batting crowd. Yeah, got another great year. In '66, I was winning the batting house a lot more diseases. I was in a car accident. Yeah, I lose the batting crowd. But in 1966, I fixed that finger. I say if the finger's broke, maybe win another one. I think I made a mistake and broke and fixed my finger.
Wow.
It's hilarious.
Maybe Daniel, can you show the cover again? Because a couple things Tony said, it reminded me of the cover. One is the quote that you have there. He just said, "Oh, you just hit the ball," like as if it's super, easy to do.
I tried that myself. I didn't have much success.
That's good advice as a coach. Just hit the ball. Daniel, what led you to? Sometimes you've had very artful, long expressions in these thought bubbles, and you went very simplistic here. What led you to do that?
I always love to include quotes that I can find of a player. Have them speaking their own words. And this is how Tony was involved. I heard some great insight. Tony, I heard at the plate when you send one over the fence, you would say bye bye, baby.
Yes, all right. Bye bye, baby. I know when I hit the ball good. I know when I hit the ball in the good spot. Because surprised me because I was a skinny guy, 172, 173 pounds, and especially in my first years. But first year I don't speak that much of English. One day word I learned right away was bye bye baby. If I hit the ball in the sweet spot, I know the ball is going. I said bye bye baby. Same thing. Sometimes I say, hey, that boy look like a Cuban sandwich. Because I like Cuban sandwiches. It's supposed to be one of the best sandwiches in the world, in those days. And I said something like that, kind of like that, But, it's something that comes with you and stay with you forever.
So Tony was saying "Hasta la vista, baby" before it was cool, basically.
Yes. Adios, señor pelota, right? And then maybe Daniel, I love on the cover that you included the Gold Glove, and because Tony, as you were talking, I could just feel your pride coming out of how important that was to you. Is it great seeing that on the cover, front and center?
Oh yes, the Golden Glove is very important for me. Because I laugh about myself sometimes. I was so bad, catching the ground ball and fly ball. Yeah, I have some good coaches. A lot of people working with me, and to win the Golden Glove in American League. In those days when there was so many great outfielders, I come from the worst to the best. I think it's a very, very important for me. Yeah, I take a lot of pride in that.
And maybe, Tony, can you talk about the transition from coming from day games in Cuba to night games in domes or on turf, and just the difference in that setting?
Well, you don't want to know. That was so funny, man. I remember, because in Cuba, I grew up in the country and the farm. I not to play that much of baseball. I play baseball like on Sunday. And in the week, we get together, a whole bunch of little kids, and we go to the field because my father loved baseball so much and loved so much the kids and me to play ball. We build a field in our farm. Every time we got a chance, we go to our farm to play games. Yeah, my two little brothers, they used to tell me batting practice on any little thing we find or we build it. We make a ball, we make a bat, and I hit it like that. I never played night game. I never played too many games. This is the reason why I can't play here professional. Yeah, I play, and the hit that ball to me, sometimes I sit down in the ground and the ball go to my leg. Yeah, I got a player who played with me later in the big league, who played with me in the rookie league, as Frank Pulisic. He used to go by me all the time, get the ball because the ball, I don't catch the ball. And when they hit the ball, fly ball, I never play night game, never. And fly ball coming to me, I say, I got it. And the ball is about 20 feet behind my head. I said, oh, and that front foot is go by me like a bull again, you know. And that was in 1961 in my first years. But the second year, I was twice better. It was third year, you know, making the club. And, you know, it was history after that. After that, I one day hit the ball to me. Yeah, I want to make the play. I want to throw the guy out third, home. I was able to you know, but it helped me a lot when I have the chance to watch some ball players, like some of the big league ball players, like Alkaline in the American League. For me, was the best in American League who played right field. I want to play like him.
Man, thank you for your humility and sharing that. And that Gold Glove is front and center. If you guys haven't got a question in, make sure you get a question in, and Daniel will pick a couple of those, and your question will get asked to Tony. My last kind of thought of this conversation is, for me, there's two kinds of players in the Hall of Fame, Tony. Some would be the incredibly great, and that's where you would be in that category. For 8 years, there is not a better player than you during those 8 years. You got MVP votes every year of those 8 years, All-Star every year. And yet there's also room for the really good, but who does it for like a really long time. And so like today, like Yadier Molina, I think is a Hall of Famer because he's done it for so long. But I'm glad there's a space in the Hall of Fame for players like you, who you didn't do it for 20 years, but for those 8 years, you were so dominant. Do you agree with that sentiment where the Hall of Fame should have room for both of those types of guys?
Oh yes. You know, I think that the Hall of Fame, they have a room. They have a room right now for those guys. Because before now that I went to the Hall of Fame, I played 8 full years, but really I have 11 years in my career from the 15 because I got hurt. But there's another players who's in the Hall of Fame. They only play 8 years or less.
Yes.
You know, I think what did you make? You're not supposed to make a difference from one guy to the other guy. I think that you're supposed to keep it, you know, everybody the same if they want to do that way. You know, there's people saying that week they change that. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I hope that they change the golden era or any kind of era. I like to see all the veterans. Every year they have a chance. I like the young players. Every year a chance because you figure if you're the golden era committee like me, everybody from the golden era between 84 to 90 or 100 years old, you know, we don't gonna live it forever. It's very nice to have the opportunity to go to the Cooperstown if you go to Cooperstown when you're alive.
Yes. And man, you modern fans out there, go look at the back of his baseball card. You might see, oh, he hit 320. No one else was hitting 300 during that era. You and your Skremski, and that's it. Everyone else, no one's at 300. So he hit 300 when nobody else was doing it. Context matters. Daniel, did you find a fan question that sparked your eye?
I do. There's a couple here. Lots of love for Tony here in the chat. This one comes from Ben. He says, Tony, were you ever close to leaving Minnesota? It's so cool that you spent your whole career here, coaching career, and still work for the Twins. So were you ever close to leaving?
No, I never was close to leaving. And also another thing, they require me, asking me if I, no asking exactly me, they ask Minnesota or they ask me. But I decide, and my wife decide, my family decide, the long Minnesota wants me, I like to be here in Minnesota. Minnesota is my home. It's my home, it's my family. It's like a big family for me. Minnesota is my family.
Nice.
And plus, I have the opportunity too, and so that they play for some great people, you know. And the Captain Griffith for me was like my second father, I say, you know, because when I first came here and speak one word in English, I know I get released, I say again, they opened the door for me. And the Polak family did the same. I think they said I can have a job here the longer I want.
Great question, great answer. That's rare today. Players hop around. Yeah.
There's one more question. Full disclosure, this is my wife, but I love this question. She asked, Tony, if you could choose your own legacy, what would it be? What would you want people to remember you by?
Me? It's nice. I like to remember me. I like to, this. I get in trouble sometimes. You know why? Because I speak with everybody. I love everybody. I go to the bar. I love everybody in the street. I speak with the kids. I speak with the old people, with the young people, with ladies, men, everybody. I I hope they remember me as like a people who's a friend with everybody. I know, I speak with everybody all the time and that. This is a way I like them to remember me. I don't want them, I don't like them to remember me like I the Hall of Fame or I was a great ball player or something like that, because this ain't coming, because I was lucky. I was lucky to have this opportunity to play. I was lucky to be in the right place with the right people. And, thank you God. Thank you God every single day they have the opportunity to do that. And the people been very nice to me.
Okay, I think it was a lot more than luck, but you can say that, Tony. You're an amazing, kind-hearted, humble guy, and you just draw us in. Is this the last interview before you're in the Hall of Fame, by the way?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Maybe one of.
Well, this is the last time we'll see you before you are in the Hall of Fame. So congratulations. Thanks for including the Popfly universe in your journey. Any last word for your fans before we say bye-bye, baby?
Oh, man. It's hard to explain it because my thing is being special to me. It's something it's special to me. It's like my family. I love my friends. I think I wish them all the best. I hope I go see a whole bunch of them in Cooperstown. I hope I have a chance to see them in person someday. And hey, I think who knows? I hope I do a pretty good job in Cooperstown.
Yes. Let's show that print one more time, Daniel, as we thank Tony for his time today. Here it is. Get your own Tony O. Bye-bye, baby, right on the cover. Just go to popflypopshot.com. There is an autograph option and an inscription option. Future, yet kind of current Hall of Famer, Tony O, with the first place Twins, by the way. Thank you, Tony, for sharing this time with us today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving this opportunity. And thank you for doing so beautiful job.
Thank you, Tony.
That guy right there.
Daniel, oh, man, looking good.
Thank you, Tony.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, another thing I had to say thank you to Rod, too, because he's the one, Rod and his son, he's the one encouraged me and talk to my daughter to talk to you guys and that, because I don't have no idea. If you know what's for Rod and his son, who knows?
It's true.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. See y'all.
Thank you.